Plastic Man, originally named Patrick Eel O'Brien, was a small-time thief until a botched heist at the Crawford Chemical Works left him shot and exposed to an unidentified industrial chemical compound. That compound altered his molecular structure permanently, transforming his physiology into a malleable, rubbery, plastic-like substance. Rescued by monks and given a second chance, O'Brien reformed his life and became Plastic Man. His powers are the result of total molecular transformation. He no longer has standard biological systems. Instead, he is a unified, shape-shifting mass with complete control over his density, form, and elasticity. He can stretch his body across miles, flatten himself to a molecular thickness, and transform into hyper-complex structures and mechanical devices that function with precision. He has survived being liquefied, shattered, and even vaporized, later reconstituting without injury. He is functionally immortal, with no aging process, immune to psychic intrusion due to his lack of a typical brain structure, and virtually indestructible by conventional physical or energy-based attacks. He has withstood direct attacks from beings like Martian Manhunter, resisted molecular deconstruction, and proven immune to telepathic scans from some of DC's most powerful mentalists. His greatest strength lies in his unpredictable shape-shifting, often merging combat and absurdity to outmaneuver even tactically superior foes. The Maker, Reed Richards of Earth 1610, gained his powers through exposure to a malfunctioning teleporter experiment that mimicked the effects of cosmic radiation. Like his Earth 616 counterpart, Reed's body became elastic, but in the Ultimate Universe, his physiology evolved beyond human biology. His internal organs were replaced by a non-organic fluid state, granting him the ability to stretch, contort, compress, and reshape himself far beyond normal limits. The Maker can flatten to paper-thin states, expand to massive proportions, and survive near total bodily destruction, including decapitation and internal rearrangement. He can form bladed weapons from his limbs and stretch individual cells of his nervous system. Unlike Plastic Man, however, the Maker retains a human brain and traditional vulnerabilities, albeit protected by his altered anatomy. His most dangerous asset is his intellect, one of the most advanced in any Marvel universe. He has built multiversal technologies, merged with symbiotes, and manipulated cosmic phenomena. His tactical planning allows him to predict, exploit, and dismantle opponents' strategies in advance. In a direct confrontation, the Maker would approach the battle with meticulous precision, attempting to study and analyze Plastic Man's form in real time, likely employing nanotechnology, containment devices, and multiversal scanning tools to try to neutralize him. However, the Maker's lack of understanding of Plastic Man's true structure would become a fatal flaw. Plastic Man's body is not composed of cells or organs in any traditional sense. It is a singular polymorphic entity, which means many of the Maker's technologies, which rely on targeting biological or energetic systems, would fail to gain traction. Telepathy is useless against him. Containment strategies would fail due to Plastic Man's ability to compress, slip through subatomic cracks, and shapeshift in ways that defy logic. Even if the Maker managed to incapacitate part of him, Plastic Man can reform from a single surviving droplet. In contrast, the Maker, while extraordinarily durable, is not immune to total bodily destruction. If Plastic Man were to employ his brute elasticity creatively, such as infiltrating the Maker's body in a dispersed form, or overwhelming him with forms and mass beyond the Maker's ability to react, he could ultimately destroy or incapacitate him. Ultimately, the key difference lies in resilience and adaptability. The Maker's power is rooted in high-level intellect and advanced bioelasticity, but it still operates within the limits of strategy and anatomy. Plastic Man's power is elemental. His entire body is an amorphous, nearly indestructible mass, not bound by conventional matter or physics. According to DC's own canon, even beings like Darkseid and Martian Manhunter regard Plastic Man as a legitimate threat because he cannot be mentally manipulated, physically destroyed, or logically anticipated. Marvel canon describes the Maker as brilliant and durable, but there is no evidence in official texts that he can counter a being who does not operate on a biological or technological framework. Based on canonical feats from DC and Marvel sources, Plastic Man's overwhelming durability, limitless shape-shifting, and invulnerability to both physical and mental attacks give him the decisive edge. The Maker may delay the outcome, but he cannot win. Plastic Man emerges victorious.